The Duncan McGuire transfer fiasco has taken a dramatic turn overnight as an article courtesy of USA Today has Duncan McGuire saying it's going to take a lot for me to join Blackburn Rovers. That's right, of course, just yesterday, within 24 hours ago, we posted a video with words from, I think, the Lancashire Telegraph, or I don't even know, basically suggesting that Rovers will send an executive out to have words with Duncan McGuire to try and revitalise that transfer that failed, of course, in January after an admin error, whatever you want to call it. So the merry-go-round, the circus, the fiasco that is this transfer deal just continues to get ugly. And here it is in all its glory, of course. I'm going to bring it on the big screen. Here it is, of course. It would take a lot to get me to go to Blackburn. US men's national team and Orlando City star Duncan McGuire opens up on a winter transfer fiasco. Now, realistically, it is a shambles. It was a disaster. You flew all the way out to Lancashire and you're back. I think you were back pretty much within 24 hours. You might have had one night in England and then you're back with you. As you said, I think there's a quote out there. I will go through the article in a little bit of detail here. With your tail between your legs somewhat, back to your old teammates after what could only be described as a fucking humongous disaster. I, for one, I wouldn't hold it against you. Realistically, I don't. And in your right mind, you probably shouldn't be pulling on the blue and white halves of Blackburn Rovers because of the way we dealt with you. If I was in your shoes, I would be having the same attitude. I love this club, I really do. But I would walk on broken glass for this club. I love it to my heart. But the way they dealt with you is an absolute fucking disgrace. It is a disgrace. I'm not gonna try and sugarcoat it. The only thing I can say is it would be an honour for anybody to pull on the blue and white halves. An honour to pull on the shirt with this badge, founding member of the Premier League, founding member of the Football League. It would be an honour. But currently, we are being run by buffoons right now. There's no credit about it. Venky's don't give two shits. And we have a Waggett, a CEO in Waggett that really doesn't have a clue and needs to do us all a favour and step down and give someone else a crack at the whip. Because there's been too many disasters to outweigh any positives. So I'm with you. I understand. But for me, as a fan, for me, as somebody that watches this team week in, week out, I may not be at Ewood as often as I want to be, but I go there when I can, and I'm pleading, I'm begging you, Duncan McGuire. I believe in you. I think you are just what we need for next season. We are screaming out for a talisman, screaming out for a man to put the ball in the back of the net. We've relied on a few faces in the past, and of course, currently we've relied on Sammy Smodic, and and it looks like he will be no discredit to him making a move to the Premier League. There's no actual flames yet, but we do understand that a deal will happen over the summer. We need somebody. We need a hero. We need a man to come in, put the ball in the back of the net, get us believing again in this club. I think that man is you. And I know some fans, they might not think the same way as me, but I've watched your goals. I've seen how you play. I think you are just the ticket. You're a perfect age to take this team forward. We need a superstar. We need a hero. And you are just the babyface assassin that we want. Of course, you're about to break into the national team full on. I know you've got a few caps as well already, but I think the sky is the limit for you. I'm not saying we're going to get you in the Premier League on our own backs, but I think you will be playing in the Premier League should you make this move to Blackburn Rovers within 2 to 3 years, no doubt. It might even be quicker than that. You might be the man to score the goals next season that gets you the attention that you desire, and also makes us some money, which of course will keep this Blackburn Rovers, the club, this traditional club, in business for another season. We are, of course, a stepping stone right now. I can't deny that. We were once not a stepping stone. We were once, of course, one of the final pieces of the puzzle. A lot of people wanted to join Blackburn Rovers back in the 90s because we threw a lot of money at it. But those days are done, guys. They are done. We are stepping stone. Wharton, of course, used us. Well, didn't use us. A traditional fan, of course. A loyal academy product, has gone on to better things and will go on to greater things. And Sammy Smodic, the next one to go through the gates, the pearly gates. I don't know if that's a good term, but through the gates or beyond to the Premier League. You will go to the Premier League via Blackburn Rovers, no questions asked. I'm hoping you will go if you should decide to choose us. I hope that you will be playing in the Premier League with us, of course. But that is, of course, a massive leap of faith at the moment, because realistically, you're right. You're right in discrediting Rovers at the moment. So this article goes on a little bit. Excuse the ads. I think he did. Yeah, he does quote. Here's a quote here that he didn't burn any bridges at Orlando, so they were very happy to have him back. This is, of course, a quick recap of what went on, and I don't really want to relive it because it was such a disaster. And he's scored 5 goals already this campaign, which is great. He's hit the ground running. He's up there along the big boys in the MLS, and hopefully he continue to do that if he's not going to come back here, of course. There's some other comments here. It's tough to say McGuire told goal. That was a pretty bad mistake by them. Them is us. I'd be open to maybe having a conversation, but it would have to be a lot to get me to go back there. That's the phrase. It would have to be a lot to get me to go back there. On the plane ride back, I just felt like my tail was between my legs. I asked my agent how often this happens, and he was like, this doesn't happen. This doesn't fucking happen. And and I'd like to say that's true, but turn the clock back to when Lewis O'Brien was supposed to be a Blackburn Rovers player, and guess what? That also happened. Now let's put our conspiracy hat on here, and maybe let's have a little alternative view here. This is not truth or fact, but it's just food for thought. Are the Lewis O'Briens, are the Duncan McGuires, of course, rumours and transfer shenanigans just a bit of smoke and mirrors for Blackburn Rovers fans to think that we actually have any hope of signing these players when all intents purposes behind the scenes there was no ever any intention of signing these players? Has that thought ever crossed your mind? I'm not saying that happened. But to have 2 reasonably high-profile signings for a Blackburn Rovers side to fall through 2 transfer seasons, 2 transfer windows, winter transfer windows in a row, and then in sandwiched between those, we have a transfer window that really didn't provide much quality in regards to strengthening this club. So are the admin staff kind of putting on a performance for us in regards to signing McGuire, spending a little bit of money, bringing him over and all this kind of stuff, with ultimately the underlying fact thinking, fuck that, we ain't going to pay 5-6 million for a player like that, or fuck that, we're not going to pay Lewis O'Brien 20-30 grand a week for a season, fuck that. So that has me thinking about that, because how on earth can you fuck up 2 January transfer windows in a row? That's so the proof is in the pudding for Rovers right here, right now. Of course, I've been reading stuff that we might have a bit of money this time around in the summer to spend. So realistically, as fans, we want to know what the transfer window is going to look like. For me, we need a statement signing. I'm not saying break the bank, but it could be a free transfer signing of some quality. If you got your recruitment staff working in the right way, we'll have 2 or 3 targets lined up to be that statement signing. And again, they don't have to break the bank or what have you. They can be free transfers. They could be a loan, for crying out loud. But they need somebody to get the fans off their asses, to get the fans thinking, fuck me, yeah, let's go to Ewood. I want to see if Duncan McGuire chip in a couple of goals from the halfway line, or come on, man, get us excited about Rovers again. We're just about to lose Sammy Smolish, a freakazoid of a player, chipping in with 30 goals in all season, and what do we got now to look forward to next season? Currently, we're going to have Sam Gallagher, who realistically has found it difficult to find the back of the net. That's, of course, what we've got to look forward to. We need something, and of course, Eustace did a job. He saved us and all that. And I worry, and I don't know, I've given Eustace a transfer window here. I worry that the signings that he'll make might be a bit too vanilla for me. It might even be a bit of a cardboard taste. We might end up with Ruddy between the sticks. No disrespect there. Good goalkeeper, good age. And I don't mind that transfer if that was to happen. But a Lukas Jakowicz, something like that, a striker who is in the 30s, not got much pace to him, can be a bit of a force, a pain in the arse. Yes, he is. But he ain't going to get me excited. He's not going to get me off my arse thinking, who is that blonde bombshell bomber down there scoring a goal? I need somebody to get excited about for Blackburn Rovers. And right now, we're missing that. And we're going to be missing that man. Sammy Smolish is that man. He was that man this season. Next season, who the fuck's going to be that talisman? We need a talisman for sure, 100%. There is no way. We had Dak, great. We had Armstrong, brilliant. We had Diaz even, he eventually came to fruition. This guy, Duncan McGuire, fits the fucking bill. Spend a little bit of extra money. Fucking make amends from the fiasco that you did. Go there, kiss his ass. Do whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes. Bring this guy over. I believe in this guy. Otherwise, we're going to regret it. Sheffield Wednesday or whoever else is in the championship will make amends and go up there and show them a real good time. And then we're going to be there left with egg on our fucking faces. So please. He is there, busy in the MLS. I, for one, am anticipating the transfer window. There were comments recently, Eustace, saying, "Oh, we don't need major work here." Believe me, we need faces. We need new additions. The depth to the squad is a joke. Don't get me wrong, there's some good young prospects here, but they were forced to play way ahead of their time. We need some experience. We need some game changers. We need someone to wow us. If you want asses on them seats at Ewood Park, you've got to have that wow factor. And right now, we are desperate for it. We haven't got it. The football under Eustace could be a bit boring next season. Where's the wow factor? Where's the wow moment that's going to go, you know what? Fuck me. Yeah, I'll have a season ticket. I'm going to see that next year. Right now, I don't get that. If I was living in East Lancashire day in, day out, and looking forward to Blackburn Rovers season, don't get me wrong, I'll be there. I'll buy a season ticket, but I buy it just for the sake of buying it, to have it. But would I be excited to go see Blackburn Rovers again? At the minute, the answer is no, because I don't know who's going to be the man putting the ball in the back of that and who's going to be the man to give us a bit of excitement. We need that. It's an underrated fact around football teams. Yes, it's a business thing these days, selling players X, Y, there. But to make a bit of money, you've got to get people through the door. You've got to make people excited about Blackburn Rovers again. Where is that excitement? Where's that wow factor? And currently, that wow factor is in Orlando, and you can't be asked. You fucked it up the first time. Fucking make amends this time. Convince this lad that he needs to be playing his football at Ewood Park. On that, I'm out.